the class, rich and poor. This was very important. These are things which had to do. Then gender. Sir, I will go and first try to tell you the class approach or the class situation that we inherited at that time. Some being rich and some poor. What did we do in these 75 years? We did not bridge it at all. We had allowed it to continue. So much so, today, in a given developing situation, it shows you more cracks than the bridging elements. This has to be understood. I'm only trying to point out it because I don't want to take much time, because we can talk much about rich and poor divide and how the 1% of people are holding the 40% of the nation's wealth. All this can be discussed, but I'm only trying to mention, because all of you in this house who have discussed these issues earlier know it better, that what exactly is the situation as well as the class is concerned. We always talk about the caste. Caste is there. The Varna system that we have inherited is something which is a debase, which is an insult to a nation. Yesterday I was trying to raise in the leaders' opposition meeting something about Sanatana Dharma. Because I'm a student of Hindu philosophy. Let people sitting that side know that you are not the monopolist of the Hindu philosophy. Because Hinduism is some word which came only in the 6th century. All right, let us forget. When we talk about Sanatana, I'm talking to you because the Constitution speaks about it. The Constitution, its preamble, ensures, although it did not use the word secular, it said, when it said about equality of religions, it talked about secularism. But I should congratulate again later this government, this nation, for bringing the 42nd Amendment, wherein they made it specific, a socialist secular nation. These were the two things which were missing, although they were practicing. This nation was essentially a socialist nation. We must understand at least 64% of people were really poor. 36 below the poverty line. The word socialist meant the equidistribution of the nation's wealth. This exactly we realized, and we brought in an amendment to the Constitution itself in its preamble. This is another great achievement that we have done. Having brought that, did we do anything? Did we walk the talk? We did not. The system did not allow. Today, unfortunately, when we are trying to talk about 75 years of journey, I tell you for the last 10 or 12 years or even 15 years, let me say 91, when we thought of liberalism, even we had given, if not total goodbye, we have started diluting the importance of looking to poor and looking to the development from the socialistic angle. We had a socialistic view from the awardee session, when Congress moved the social pattern of society. Even Communist Party had to close down their shutters, because you do everything that the nation wanted ideologically came from them. And all of us who were in the schools in those days, I'm a witness to this 75 years journey, sir. Because I'm today 84, but I have seen this 75 years journey. At the time when the awardee session came, as a socialistic pattern of society, it was not, we did not talk about socialism as such, because there was a crisis at that particular time. This is a part of 75 years journey. We must understand, great debate went on. Whether we should go totally on the Russian model, or should have a socialism of our own, because Raman Royaji and other socialists in this country thought that socialism can be caught for the Indian ethos. Be confused by this kind of, if not dichotomy, a discourse, schism, Panditji thought we'll say same thing, but as a pattern of society. But he committed the society to develop on the basis of socialistic ethos. When he said this has come. So third thing that we have achieved, great thing, was during the VP Singh's time. When VP Singh came, the Mandal issue was there earlier. The reservation to BCs was there in the Congress session. I was a minister during the Congress regime. We knew that we brought in 15% to 25% in states, but yet accepting it at the national level as these people whom you under Varna system considered as something lower, I would not like to take, because I resist the very word Varna. So VP Singh is the one person who has brought this. This is something goes to the credit and goes as a feather in the cap of the Indian achievements. Sir, when we come to one unfortunate part, is time over?
Yeah, 12 minutes.
Sir, we come to the part of religion. Today, as I said earlier, today we are trying to be identified more by our religion rather than by our nation. So the great Italian writer said, Italy we got, but Italians we not yet got it. Not that Nehru is the person who has made all of this. We were Indians. They were cynics at that time when we got our independence, like Secchi, like Churchill, like Kipling, many Dubé, will not name them, you get them. All of them thought that India will not be able to sustain democracy at all. It will go back to the age of barbarism, age of privation of the middle classes, and this kind of thing. But India not only sustained, not only democracy lived, but lived so well that other nations are looking to us for democracy. It is because we have a democratic tradition from the millennia. In Maurya's time, we had done the republics, something like 260 republics in the Mauryan Empire. What we talk today as caste was a jati at that time. We had something like 3,000 jatis at that time. But there was no kind of clash as we find today. This is how we have not been able to manage. This is a recent phenomenon, let me also tell you. We had real communal tension, we had a communal violence, but at present it has become some kind of pride. As I said, majoritarism has become an issue for mass movement, mass mobilization. So once it comes,
please conclude.
It really troubles you most. Sir, I come to Hinduism, I'm not trying to take on the fundamental Hinduism because there is nothing like fundamentalism at all in Hinduism. Take it from me. Hinduism is a way of life. Anything that transcends time and space is called truth. What you say today, if after 100 years people believe the same thing, and anywhere else in the world is the same thing, it remains a truth. That is, Gandhi reduced very aspect of God as a concept and said truth is God. This is what Hinduism is all about. It is only because, not because I should believe in Rama or I should believe in Krishna. Just now, the ADMK man was telling me, in Madras we had a movement, we totally opposed it. Today we have people who don't believe. If Hinduism is all that big, there wouldn't have been a need for Judaism. If Judaism is all that big, there wouldn't have been a need for Christianity. If Christianity is all that big, there wouldn't have been a need for the Islam. If Islam is all that big, there wouldn't have been a need for the Sikhism. So all this time and space taken, they included truth. That is what exactly Hinduism has done. I consider this as one of the greatest thought processes. Hinduism is one of the great thought processes which takes everybody to. I have a Charvaka in me. If I believe in God, I am a Hindu, sir.
Your time is over.
If I don't believe in God, I am Charvaka, sir. I am a Hindu, sir. If I believe in somebody who reads a good, I am a Buddha, I am a Hindu, sir. If I am Jaina, all of you are the Buddha, sir. Karnataka, yesterday I was telling the leaders of opposition, they have got their funds. They don't believe in God, they believe in Shiva, they believe in... So what is Hinduism? It is self-realization. So let us all believe that. Let not the Prime Minister of the day say that all Sanatanis should unite, as if it is a war crime. I think at this age, this is not something which is good to come from a people, because we accept all regions. Yesterday, Mr. Chidambaram was saying something, Mr. Chidambaram was saying, he was quoting Madhavacharya, 16th century saint, Indian saint. When he said, Sarva Dharman Samahava, so same thing, it is quoting Madhava or other saints. But all the believers, Hinduism believe that all of it. That is why we say, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. People may call it by different names, but truth is only one. We believe in it. Unlike others, I am not trying to criticize other religions at this time, they believe that mine is there. There is no Mr. Christ or no Mr. Muhammad or no Mr. Zoroaster or no Mr. Confucius. We had a Hindu thought process as such. So this, I don't know, we are losing track. We must get on to that. We must build a nation, Indian nation as such. We are first Indians, last Indians. We are Indians. There is no question of first or last. Saying, like Sanatana is saying, there is no beginning and there is no end. If there is no beginning, where is the question of it being there? So let us not think, it is there, it is truth. It is all pervading. So I tell you, sir, the 75 years journey has been really rewarding, has been very good. I also congratulate, we had beginning, I told you, Taji, the G20 was a welcome thing. But as I suggested earlier, let us learn to live with what we always boast of. We have today morning gave that big statement. I think you give scope for expression from all sides. That's what I call freedom of expression. That should be respected.